Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning in to your August reading with me, Lorien. And this is a general reading for Libra Sun, Libra Moon and Libra Rising. If you have any elements of that, welcome to join me and see what's coming through in energies for you in the month ahead. Now, as you may know, I have Libra Rising, so this is going to be even interesting for me to see. But it is just general energies. If it is more of a personal insight that you'd like as to what the month or year ahead holds for you, just go to my website where full information as to how to get a reading from me is there. The link is at the bottom, somewhere down there. And I'll be more than happy to look in case you want a different reading too. Some people have requested alternatives, so I'm more than happy to do that as well. So let's have a look and see what comes through. We're using the Earth Magic Oracle deck for you this month and the Chrysalis Tarot. I wanted to come out for August, so we'll see what that has to say. You may notice that I'm not at my altar again. Still don't have a laptop fixed and it's still, in progress. But, it's still sacred space. I know it may not be as pretty, but I think the reading is more important than aesthetics sometimes. So let's have a look and see what comes through. Oh! I just realised I've been shuffling with that. That would have been funny if that came through. Alright, so let's have a look. See what's coming through for Libra in the month of August. Okay, so. I love the colours of these cards. They look beautiful. Okie doke. Let's see what the overall card is wanting to come through for Libra in August 2016. Now you seem to want to come through, and you did. Wow, that seemed almost luminous on this monitor. Okay. I'm quite happy, but I do understand there's still some confusion about what you're meant to be doing. Focus is on your health this month, Libra. You need to make sure that your health is in focus. Also that you're being kind to yourself and not taking on too much responsibility from others. I do feel though that you are due for a new beginning. You are due to have some kind of hey moment, but things are weighing you down, and I think you're taking on board a lot of other people's stresses. Some Libras are empaths, some Libras are sensitives, where you can pick up on it and naturally absorb other people's pain. Please try not to. That's all I can ask you to do. Please try not to. Look at exercises to help you with that. Okay, so we've got four. We have a jumpy card. We have 4 of scrolls here, and she is very much taking her time. She's got all the information that she needs, but she is taking her time to restore herself. I think this is mostly, to me, looking like she is preparing to bloom and preparing to blossom. So at the beginning of August, I think it's important to take your time, to make sure that you are flowing rather than speeding and just ambling and watching where you're going rather than rushing out into oncoming traffic. It's important that you take time to make decisions, and I know Libras hate making decisions, but it's needed, and you have to make sure that you are happy with all the decisions that you make with the information that is being given to you. So you may have 4 pieces of information that you need, but I think you just have to calm, reflect, restore, and then make the decisions necessary, because we have the healer here, which is the Page of Mirrors, which is normally the Page of Cups. Now the healer here tends to be a very natural person. It could be somebody around you who's helping you, who is a water sign, or just somebody who has watery energy. But this person is incredibly important to show you what needs to be done to help you. I think sometimes I wouldn't have been surprised if there was a purification card here or the rain card, because I think she is trying to say there's a lot of nurturing needs to go through. She's being very patient and taking care of things, and she's trying to organise things, and she's making sure that everything is tended to from the bees to the thing here to the grass. She's just spending time with herself and making sure that she maintains. And it's kind of like if you only live in one room, you still have to make sure that the room looks nice as well as yourself, you know, and that you feel okay and that the room feels okay. So I think it's kind of tending to every part of your life in moderation and making sure that it flows a lot better. But it does seem to be coming through a lot quicker for you. I do think that this is kind of saying you have a youthful energy coming in, and a lot of messages as well that seem to say that you are on the up, because we have the Knight of Stones here, the illusionist. This is normally the Knight of Pentacles, but in this card I feel that this is mostly about you trying new things, about you maybe looking at things a different way. You may actually have to do a little bit of illusioning yourself, kind of like, now you see me, now you don't. So you could have to be, yeah, okay, I'll do this, but then have to let somebody down. Don't feel bad about if you have to do that. It's very important that you take care of number one, which is you. The universe loves you very, very much, and it doesn't want you to have to expend all your energy for the expense of others. It's a very noble thing to do, but it's not necessary, because then you can't really do what you're meant to do and what your sole purpose is for. So this, I think, is trying to say you can create a lot of information from what you've got already in your head. I love the sun and moon imagery. I think it's balancing the masculine and feminine energy because of that, and kind of seeing the hot and cold and everything. He's got all this kind of building energy around him, and I think this is now kind of coming into action. You've got all this knowledge coming through, all this energy from actually healing yourself, and now you can put things into order and be very strong with your direction as to where you want to go, because we have the Eight of Stones. I think this is about listening to yourself as well, because you need to listen to yourself a lot more. And maybe take the plunge and listen to your guides in the universe too. Do meditation. A lot of people, not just Libras, don't want to listen to spirit guides because they think that they're going to hear doom and gloom. They will not hear doom and gloom. You will hear positive, loving messages to tell you what you need to either stop doing or what you need to do in order to create the best possible living for you. This will create security. This will create the feeling of hard work, yes, but progress. This is representative of, the stone monoliths and Stonehenge that have stood the test of time. This is where, all the imprints of history are. You can actually stand the test of time if you just build up your strength and build up your strength, and then you'll be solid as a rock. I've got that song in my head now. But this is all about concocting what you need. I mean, the cauldron here, you can't build stone out of a cauldron, but this means that there's a reserve of energy there for you. You need food to live, you need food to survive. So in the cauldron is food, you get that, you consume it, you make sure all your body is nice and it's good food, enriching food, then you can work on building. It's that simple and that hard. It's that easy and that difficult. So I think it's all about trying to build up now and see the truth of things, because if I go to these cards here, we've got similar aspects. You've got mountains there and mountains there, only I think on one hand the sun is coming up and it's not veiled, and here it is. To be honest, this signifies, I think, that you could go one of two ways this month. You could be very clear in your intentions if you work on your health, or it could be too foggy if you allow everything else to get encompassing from you. I do also think that the sun sometimes helps lift the fog. So it could even be this way. It could be as the new beginning comes, you see a little bit more clearer and you see where you have to go and what the view is. For instance, if you just do a 180 and look the other way, you might see the answers to your problems. So, but I do think that illness can be a fog. If you have something wrong with you, or, listen to your body, listen to what you need. I think a lot of you are overworked and you're taking on a lot of pressures from other people. And like, oh, why don't you do this for me? Don't feel the need to respond to that kind of person. Do not. For instance, it's like if a partner is really supportive of you, if you have a promotion, and they go, but it's going to take you away from me. And And if they're whining and selfishly that they don't want you to have a promotion, then they may not be the right person for you. If they want control of you, or if friends want control of you, or they're moaning too much about themselves and not being supportive of you, don't feel the need to change what you're doing just to appease them. And I think that's very important for you as well, Libra here. But for the most part, it seems like you do have a focused month on health and what you're doing about it and your connection to spirit. So this is really good for you to see here, I think. And you will have more of a dedication. You may feel like, oh my lord, what kind of work have I just taken on? But it's all going to improve. You're going to stand the test of time. You're going to get right down to it. You're going to get into a rhythm. You're going to make sure that it all flows. And I think you're going to get there, to be honest, Libra. I do think so. But if you want more clarification, or if there's something that you really want to ask me, just go to the link below and you can buy a reading from that page there. Also, if you want to donate via PayPal, that's also on the contact page. That's helping with the funds for a new laptop. And also, if you want to support me on Patreon every month for as little as $1, that also goes through to the investment of this channel. So thank you so much for that as well. In the meantime, Libra, I do look forward to hearing what happens to you or what you have to say about August. And I really look forward to reading for you in the future. Take care, you lovely, lovely Libras.